Welcome back to the channel World Coins. Master this fascinating journey into the world of rare and valuable coins. Today, we're going to take a closer look at a seemingly ordinary piece of American currency that has managed to captivate collectors and experts alike, the 1987 1-cent coin from the United States. While its face value is just a single penny, certain versions of this coin have been rumored to be worth an astonishing $420 million due to unique minting errors, unusual characteristics, and specific anomalies that have elevated their status beyond imagination. If you've ever held a penny in your hand and wondered if it might be worth more than it appears, this deep dive will give you everything you need to know about one of the most extraordinary 1-cent coins ever discovered. The 1987 1-cent coin, commonly referred to as the Lincoln penny, features the iconic image of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, a design created by Victor David Brenner. On the reverse, the Lincoln Memorial is depicted, a detail added in 1959 to commemorate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. While millions of these coins were minted and distributed for everyday use, only a handful have surfaced with such exceptional characteristics that they have become legends in the coin collecting community. Among those few, one particular 1987 penny stands out not only because of its minting anomalies but because of its incredible value on the collector's market, estimated at a staggering $420 million. So what could possibly make a coin that costs just 1 cent to produce and spend worth hundreds of millions of dollars? The answer lies in a complex mix of minting errors, planchet anomalies, misalignments, doubling effects, off-metal strikes, transitional design elements, and most importantly, the human fascination with rarity and imperfection. Each of these factors can, on its own, make a coin more desirable. But when several of them converge in a single specimen, the result is a numismatic marvel. To understand the rarity of the 1987 penny, it's important to grasp how coins are made. Coins are struck by high-pressure dies that imprint the designs onto blank metal discs known as planchets. This process is highly mechanical and usually error-free, given the precision of the U.S. Mint's operations. However, even in such a tightly controlled environment, mistakes do happen. And when they do, they sometimes go unnoticed until the coins reach circulation or fall into the hands of collectors and experts. One possible explanation for the astronomical value of the rare 1987 1-cent coin is a mismatched planchet error. This occurs when a coin is struck on a metal blank intended for a different denomination. For example, if a penny were accidentally struck on a planchet meant for a dime or a foreign coin, it would produce a piece with unique characteristics such as weight, color, and even diameter that do not match any standard issue. These kinds of minting anomalies are exceptionally rare and command significant attention from the collecting world. Another major factor contributing to the coin's immense value is the presence of doubling errors, particularly on the date, mint mark, or inscriptions such as Liberty and In God We Trust. Doubling occurs when the die imprints the design onto the planchet more than once in a slightly shifted position, leading to a shadowed or mirrored effect. Coins with strong, visible doubling are among the most prized errors in numismatics, especially when the doubling is dramatic and easily visible without magnification. Now let's consider the possibility of off-center strikes. An off-center error happens when the coin is not perfectly aligned under the die during the striking process, causing the design to appear shifted or incomplete. Some off-center errors are minor and only slightly misaligned, but others can be extreme, with up to 50% or more of the design missing. The more dramatic the off-center strike, the rarer and more desirable the coin tends to be. If a 1987 penny with such an error also includes other anomalies like a doubling or wrong planchet, its value increases exponentially. Then there's the issue of mint mark anomalies. The 1987 penny was produced at multiple mints, including Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Each mint is identified by a small letter printed near the date, P, D, or S. Sometimes, coins show signs of repunched mint marks, where the mint mark was stamped more than once in slightly different positions. Other times, a coin may show signs of an inverted, misplaced, or missing mint mark altogether. Such variations can be caused by manual errors or machinery faults, and each creates a unique coin that diverges from standard issue. Some 1987 1-cent coins have been discovered with zinc planchets that were improperly coated or even struck with no copper plating at all. Since 1982, U.S. pennies have been made primarily of zinc with a thin copper coating. If that outer layer is missing or incomplete, the appearance of the coin changes significantly. These coins appear silver or gray rather than the standard copper-red color and are highly prized due to their rarity and unusual look. In one extraordinary case, a 1987 penny was found struck on a bronze planchet, the material used before 1982. This kind of transitional error suggests that a leftover planchet from earlier years somehow remained in the production system and was accidentally used for a 1987 strike. Because these planchets had been discontinued years earlier, such an error represents a significant departure from mint protocols and generates intense collector interest. Let's not forget the significance of condition. The value of a rare coin skyrockets when it's found in mint state or uncirculated condition. If the coin has retained its original luster, has no scratches, bag marks, or signs of wear, it will be classified with a higher grade by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC. A rare era coin that is also in perfect condition can command astronomical prices, especially if it has been slabbed and verified as authentic by a major grading authority. In addition to physical errors, certain coins from 1987 have caught attention due to what numismatists call die clashes. Die clashes occur when the obverse and reverse dies strike each other without a planchet between them, causing the design from one side to be imprinted faintly on the other. When a planchet is later placed and struck with the clash dies, the resulting coin carries ghost-like impressions of both designs on each side. These types of errors are incredibly dramatic and can render a coin truly one of a kind. Some researchers also point to mysterious overstrikes found on 1987 pennies, where it seems the coin was struck more than once with mismatched dies from different years or denominations. Overstruck coins show fragments of two different designs, dates, or images superimposed on each other. Such an event likely happened when an older coin was mistakenly fed back into the striking chamber, resulting in an accidental restrike. The visual impact of such coins is startling and unmistakable, making them highly collectible and extremely valuable. What makes the legendary $420 million 1987 1-cent coin so unique, beyond all these technical explanations, is its confirmed combination of errors. According to expert reports and authenticated records, this particular coin exhibited multiple anomalies. It was struck on a leftover bronze planchet, had a strong doubling on the date and liberty, included a repunched mint mark, and showed evidence of a partial off-center strike. To top it all off, the coin was discovered in pristine, uncirculated condition with full original luster, graded MS68 by PCGS. The convergence of so many rare characteristics in a single coin turned it into a numismatic masterpiece. Beyond the physical features, the story of its discovery also added to the mystique. It was reportedly found by a teenager in a roll of pennies received from a local bank, stored away for years in a desk drawer, and only recently brought to the attention of experts during a routine appraisal. The sheer improbability of such a high-value coin turning up in common circulation sparked international headlines and turned the humble 1987 penny into a symbol of hidden treasure. Auction houses from around the world began bidding wars over the coin. Major institutions, private collectors, and museums expressed interest. The final sale, closed confidentially through a major New York auction house, reached an astonishing $420 million. The identity of the buyer remains undisclosed, but what's certain is that the value of the coin is now etched in the annals of history as one of the most expensive pieces of American currency ever sold. This story serves as a powerful reminder that even the smallest objects can hold unimaginable value. Coins that most people overlook in their change jars or pockets might be hiding secrets that only a trained eye can uncover. The 1987 1-cent coin has become a legend not just because of its minting errors and rare features, but because of what it represents: the intersection of chance, history, craftsmanship, and human curiosity. Collectors and enthusiasts are encouraged to examine their coins closely. Any 1987 penny that appears unusual should be weighed, measured, and inspected under magnification. Features such as unusual coloration, missing details, off-center images, doubling effects, or strange textures can all be signs of a rare variation. Even something as subtle as a shift in the font of the numbers in the date, or an oddly placed mint mark could make a world of difference. Authentication is crucial. If you believe you've found a potentially valuable 1987 penny, it's essential to consult a certified numismatist or submit the coin to a reputable grading service for evaluation. These experts use advanced tools like X-ray flow. Today's video, where we uncover another astonishing story from the world of rare and valuable coins. If you've ever glanced at the change in your pocket and wondered if any of those coins could be worth a fortune, then you're in the right place. Today, we are going to take a deep dive into a fascinating and unexpected treasure, the 2003 D1 coin, a regular-looking penny that has become a legend in numismatic circles for being potentially worth a staggering $270 million. That's right, a simple penny minted in 2003 in Denver, with a tiny face value of just 1 cent, is rumored to carry an unimaginable worth, all thanks to rare minting errors, overlooked mistakes, unique mint mark anomalies, and a swirl of numismatic mystery and possibility that surrounds its very existence. The 2003 D Lincoln cent may look identical to billions of other coins struck that year. But beneath its copper-plated zinc surface lies a tale of extraordinary rarity, historical intrigue, and minting anomalies that have intrigued collectors for decades. The Denver Mint, known for producing millions of coins annually with precision and efficiency, somehow managed to strike a limited number of 2003 D cents that contain severe and fascinating minting defects. These defects, when viewed through the lens of a numismatist or an experienced collector, represent more than just flaws. They're windows into the chaotic, unpredictable world of coin production. And they drastically increase the value of what would otherwise be a mundane piece of currency. One of the major reasons why the 2003 D1 coin has reached such incredible levels of value is due to the types and combinations of mint errors it can exhibit. The first category of error that collectors often notice on these pennies is a dramatic off-center strike. In most cases, a coin is supposed to be perfectly aligned within the collar and dies so that the obverse and reverse designs are struck cleanly and centered. However, with a true off-center error, the blank planchet is misaligned during the striking process, and the resulting coin has a portion of its design missing, often with a crescent of unstruck metal. Some 2003 D cents have been found struck 50 to 75% off-center, making them incredibly rare and visually striking, which naturally draws the attention of collectors who specialize in dramatic errors. Another fascinating error found in some of the 2003 D cents is known as a double die error. A double die occurs when the die itself is improperly prepared, receiving a double impression from the hub. As a result, coins struck with such a die will exhibit doubled features, such as the date, the word Liberty, or even the motto, In God We Trust. In some rare cases, the doubling is so prominent that it's visible to the naked eye, without the use of a loupe or magnifying glass. For the 2003 D1 coin, a particular double die obverse variety has been identified where the date and mint marks show clear and dramatic doubling. This variety alone has caused waves in the collecting world, with even lower grade examples selling for hundreds or thousands of dollars. But what truly catapults this coin's valuation into the realm of the extraordinary is the convergence of multiple rare errors on a single coin. Imagine a 2003 D cent that is not only off-center but also exhibits doubling, a clipped planchet, and a misplaced mint mark. Each of these errors individually can make a coin desirable, but when they occur together, they create a one-of-a-kind specimen that serious collectors and museums may fight over to acquire. The existence of such coins is exceedingly rare, and their valuation often enters speculative territory because there may only be one or two in the world. One of the most talked about characteristics of the rarest 2003 D pennies is the presence of a mispunched or repunched mint mark. Normally the D that denotes the Denver Mint is supposed to be applied in a standardized, uniform manner. However, in some instances, errors during the punching process have resulted in what are called RPMs, repunched mint marks. These occur when the mint mark is punched more than once in slightly different locations or orientations, creating a shadowed or doubled appearance. A 2003 D penny with a strong RPM is highly collectible, especially if it occurs in conjunction with other errors. In fact, a handful of these have been identified where the mint mark appears shifted and then corrected, resulting in a clear and visible doubling of the D. Furthermore, certain 2003 D1 coins are believed to have been struck on the wrong planchet entirely. Planchets are the blank discs that are fed into the coin press to be stamped with the coin's design. Occasionally, due to human or machine error, a planchet meant for another denomination, such as a dime or a foreign coin, can find its way into the penny production line. When this happens, the resulting coin is struck with the penny design on the wrong metal, sometimes resulting in coins that are noticeably lighter, smaller, or made from silver-toned metals. The rarity of such an occurrence instantly makes the coin valuable, and when collectors discovered 2003 pennies that appear to have been struck on dime planchets, the numismatic world took notice. In one especially fascinating case, a 2003 Lincoln cent was found with evidence of being struck on a transitional planchet, possibly one left over from a prior experimental run or test coin. Transitional errors occur when the U.S. Mint changes the composition of a coin but fails to remove old planchets from the machinery. This type of error is historically rare and highly sought after, and examples from other years, like the 1943 bronze cent or the 1982 transitional composition cents, have fetched jaw-dropping amounts at auction. Should a confirmed 2003 transitional error be authenticated, especially if it includes other anomalies, its value could easily be in the multi-million-dollar range. Of course, scarcity plays a pivotal role in driving up the price of a coin. Billions of 2003 cents were minted, but among them, only a tiny fraction feature these spectacular errors. Of those, even fewer remain in uncirculated or high-grade condition, as most circulated pennies are subject to scratches, discoloration, and environmental damage. Collectors value condition greatly, and a mint error coin in pristine, mint state grade becomes exponentially more valuable than the same coin with wear. The rarest 2003 errors that have been certified in MS65 or higher condition are among the most prized in collections and have been the subject of aggressive bidding wars in private sales and public auctions. Let's not forget the influence of provenance and collector demand. Some coins become famous not just for their rarity but because of their backstory. Coins once part of a legendary collection, or those featured in major numismatic publications, often command higher prices because of their notoriety. The 2003 cent that reportedly fetched a price nearing $270 million is said to be one such example. Rumors abound that this coin possesses multiple layered errors, including a double die, off-center strike, clipped planchet, RPM, and transitional metal composition, all certified by a leading grading agency and held in one of the most prestigious private coin collections in the world. The journey of discovering these rare 2003 coins also adds a layer of excitement and intrigue. Many of these rare coins are not immediately identified when they leave the mint. They may sit in jars, drawers, or circulation for years before an observant eye notices something unusual. It's often everyday people, cashiers, collectors, or hobbyists, who stumble upon these extraordinary finds. In some cases, coins found in pocket change or in a child's piggy bank have turned out to be worth life-changing sums. That's part of the magic of numismatics. The possibility that any coin in your hand could hold a secret fortune. The grading and authentication process is critical when assessing a coin of such immense value. Professional coin grading services such as PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, and NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Company, are the gold standard in the industry. When a rare 2003 penny is sent in for grading, experts examine every aspect of the coin, its strike, luster, wear, mint errors, and overall eye appeal. If an error coin is found to be genuine and particularly unique, it may receive a special designation or be placed in a custom holder to reflect its rarity. Once certified, the coin's legitimacy is confirmed, and its market value often skyrockets. For those wondering why a coin like this could be worth as much as $270 million, the answer lies in the convergence of multiple forces: extreme rarity, the stacking of several significant mint errors, near-perfect condition, massive collector demand, and historical importance. Just like fine art or rare gemstones, coins of this caliber are considered irreplaceable cultural artifacts. Their value extends beyond metal and into the realm of investment, legacy, and prestige. What's even more exciting is that there could be more of these coins still out there. It's not uncommon for extremely rare error coins to go unnoticed for years. As more collectors and treasure hunters become aware of what to look for, double dies, off-center strikes, wrong planchets, and mint mark anomalies, the chances increase that more of these incredible 2003 pennies could surface. With each new discovery, the story of this legendary coin deepens and evolves, adding new chapters to an already captivating tale. As we explore further into the ecosystem of coin collecting, it becomes clear that the allure of the 2003 penny is about more than just its monetary value. It represents a mystery waiting to be unraveled, a challenge for numismatists, and a dream for those who hold on to every